Oh man, if things couldn't get worse for the Memphis Grizzlies, it just did. And right on cue, Morant, gets hurt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, he got hurt in that playing game. Oh, not the playing game. Oh yeah, the playing game against the Warriors. Okay. And then look, man, they're getting blown out back-to-back games, and is this series over with? Then they come out on fire. I mean, they led this at like 29 points. The Grizzlies led the Thunder like 29 points. Thunder walked these boys down. Morant got hurt accidentally by Lou Dort. Now, Lou Dort, I've seen some clips people put in montage of like people calling Lou Dort somewhat of a dirty player, aggressive player. I mean, just it was kind of odd how he jumped back into Ja. It was just Lou Dort's just a rough basketball player. You gotta be careful. These guys in the NBA gotta be careful playing around Lou Dort. Plays the game very physical. Nothing wrong with the physicality, but there's a high probability that you can get hurt dealing with Lou Dort. Okay, not calling him a dirty player, but I've noticed some things with his play that's just a little abnormal. But hey, the refs called it an accident. Cool. Hey, I'm not an expert, so it is what it is. But it seemed like this series could have taken a turn. We could have seen, this was shocking how well the Grizzlies were playing, and then even when Ja went down, they were still doing pretty well, and they couldn't hold up. I just had a feeling they were not gonna hold up. Once Ja went down, I didn't care how big the lead was. I just didn't think they were gonna hold up. Okay, I think OKC just gonna finish this series out. Whatever life that was gonna be had in this series to extend it is been deflated and gone. What a shame. I think that it would have been nice to see these first rounds, especially like the Orlando and Boston series, and not so much the Miami and Cleveland series. That's actually been kind of interesting, especially game 2, right? So that series is not completely, not entertaining. The series was starting to get entertaining, and then no, I think at this point, Ja is probably going to be done for us for playoffs. I think that if he's going to be a valuable trade asset, you shut him down, okay? But that if Ja wants to play, then go ahead and play. But this team has really no hope. Okay, if the Grizzlies would have won this game, things would have been very, very interesting, in my opinion. Just for the fact that like we would have had something to talk about the number one team getting dogged the way they did. Okay, like I don't think just because they're up 2-0, like that's still not a good look to be going back to an 8 seed home and getting smacked around. Now this is just a different year. Typically the Grizzlies the Grizzlies aren't your typical 18 with the amount of talent they have. Okay, but they're 8 seed nonetheless. Okay, and Scottie Pippen tried to carry the load. Desmond Bane, bad game. If you lose Ja, but if you can pick up the slack and get an additional 10 points in this game, Desmond Bane has been averaging over 20 points this season. If you look at his averages, or getting almost 20 points this season, you know what I'm saying? Because you got 8 more points. Come on, man. Desmond Bane hasn't really been that good in these playoffs. I think he could be a player that they move. I mean, they're gonna build this team up. I've mentioned before, after just getting dog walked in game 1, and this pretty much solidifies it. You know what I'm saying? The Memphis Grizzlies fans have no hope now. They had a little glimpse in just how dominant the Grizzlies looked. It seemed like the coach had a great game plan tonight. Edie was really challenging Shai Gilgeous' shots and everything. And then once their spark engine went down, that was it. Yes, most likely they were going to win this series. They were going to win this series a 90% chance, right? But if they Grizzlies won that game, it would have been very interesting to talk about and seeing how OKC bounced back. And they did bounce back in this game. I'll give them credit though. Even though Ja went down, they still pushed through and won, but it just sucks that Ja went down. That has been Ja Morant's career. He's joked about not dunking or jumping up and dunking, and this did him in again. This would probably make him want to have those thoughts. It's just, and again, Lou Dort, not dirty player, not calling him that, but odd in these situations where I've seen him get other players in questionable, close to injury, if not injured situations. Very physical player. I know Ja was, the play was over. There was really no need for Lou Dort to foul. Honestly, like if you just look at there was really no need to jump back and foul into Ja. It's over. You got beat. You're already looking ahead. They passed back. You're done. Maybe he didn't want to get dunked on. I think that's probably what it was. It would have been a very big poster moment if Ja connected that dunk. And unfortunately, Dort saved himself an embarrassing moment, but taking out Ja at the same time. So series is officially over with and done. Y'all know what y'all think about Ja Morant's injury in Memphis Grizzlies and what's the future for them. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm out.